Hello. In this session, we are going to discuss how to create reseller rule. So our application is designed to suit business of all types and sizes. We make this possible by allowing you to exercise reseller rules and regulations with our highly customizable reseller rule feature. You can set conditions of your compliance according to your business policies and run business on your own terms. So for that reason, reseller rule are created. So this option is available into setting in general and into reseller. So currently we are onto the reseller screen in the rule tab. So to add the new reseller, you need to click on the add button. So let's create a rule. So here onto the rule screen, you need to enter the rule name, that is for the identifications for you to understand the rule that you have created in the software. Likewise, you can enter the description for the additional information of this created rule. Now, apart from that, we have set some valid from information, that is from when this rule will get applicable into software. So that date need to be selected over here. Now, based on that, we have set some rules for the device accuracy tolerance. So based on every devices which have the specifications of accuracy tolerance that need to be entered, that is if you have entered 20 meters, then based on that the considerations of a data will be done into software. So let's check the example with a clear diagram. That is, we have drawn the 20-meter radius of the circle over here. In this, one data is received in between the into the radius, and likewise the another data also received in the same 20 meters radius. So those will get ignored, and apart from that, the data that will be received beyond the boundary, that will be considered into software. So that is, one data is received over here will be considered as a first point, and another point that will be received into this radius will be ignored. And likewise, the map path is drawn onto the live tracking screen and a playback as well. So let's complete the configuration. Now, apart from that, we have the option for device distance variation. That is, in the case when your devices are sending the variations of the data of the kilometers into software. That is, let's take an example. The total distance is 100 kilometers, and in case your devices are sending 110 kilometers all the time. So to make them accurate in the software, you can use this feature. That is, by doing the subtractions of the 10% of the kilometers into software, you can make this accurate in the software for the distance that is traveled actually. So this is how the distance device distance variations works in the software. Let's check the another parameter, that is address tolerance. So as into software, you can create the address at your own, and based on the tolerance that is set over here, the system will consider the pass on address and reaching information into the software for that address consideration. Now apart from that, we have the option for speed consideration movement. So this option is helpful in case if the ignition ports are not connected onto the device and a software, then it is difficult to understand whether the vehicle is running or in the stop condition. So for that case, we have specified some speed that need to be entered over here, and based on the speed, if the greater than values will be received, then this vehicle will be considered as a running state. For an example, we have entered 5 over here. So if 5 or greater than 5 will be received from the device, then it will be considered as a running in the software. Let's check the another parameter, that is max speed validator. So max speed validators are useful in case if your device is sending any false speed values into software, and that need to be ignored as well. So likewise, you can set some 20 limits of the speed into software. Then beyond the speed value, those values will be ignored. For example, we have set 200 over here. So in case if any device send the 300 or 400 speed value, then those will be ignored in the software, which are false values. Now, apart from that, we have considered inactive time that need to be entered over here. That is, inactive status in the software are considered when the loss of the communications with the device and the servers app occurred. So in that case, you need to enter over here the timing that need to be considered you as a vehicle as an inactive status. So for that, if you have entered 60 minutes over here, So based on that 60 minutes, system will wait for 60 minutes for the data to be received. And in case if the data are not received, then system will consider that vehicle as a inactive in the software. So whatever time that is entered over here, based on that inactive status will be reflected. Apart from that, we have considered stop time information. That is, as I mentioned, that in case if device ignition ports are not connected, then it is difficult for identifications of vehicle whether they are stop or running. So for that case, you need to mention the stop time over here. So in that case, if you have entered 10 minutes into the system and the speed values are under the speed consideration moment, then after 10 minutes, system will show the value of the status of the vehicle as a stop condition in the software. So likewise, in case the considerations of idle time can be happen in case in this scenario, the ignition ports are supposed to be connected, and based on that, if the vehicles are idling with the ignition on, that can be considered as the idle time. Based on the idle time, the vehicle status will consider as the idle. So let's take an example. If you have entered 5 minutes over here, and if your ignition is on for a 5 minute with the speed consideration moment below the value. So based on that, after 5 minutes, system will consider that vehicle as the idle state. So this is how the inactive time, stoppage time, and idle times need to be configured in software for the understanding. Now, apart from that, we have a set startup screen option which we have defined a dashboard and a live tracking screen. Where in case if you have selected the dashboard option, then when you log in with the user, then the dashboard screen will be open as a startup. It will load as a startup screen. So likewise, you can use the live tracking as well. So these are the options that can be configured into the reseller rule. Now, by saving these rules and saving this reseller, you can add this rule into software. The multiple rules can be added as per your conveniency, and based on that, you can set the valid from information. So it will be applicable in the software. Thank you.